help us get into the San Diego mood, we have a special guest, some extraordinary entertainment for you this afternoon. Gina Chavez is a Grammy nominated singer. On her website, she is described as a wife, philanthropist, and an award winning independent musician. Through her music, Gina shares her story of life in Texas as a married queer Catholic. Gina and her wife Jody co-founded and run Niñas Arriba, a college fund for young women in gang-dominated El Salvador. We are privileged to have Gina here with us today.
Thank y'all so much for jamming with me and my band. Like I said, I'm here in Austin, Texas. And as Paula said, I'm, queer and Catholic. And honestly, it's great knowing that there's organizations like Dignity out there. I wish I'd been, plugged into that when I was kind of going through my coming out phase, but very much feel blessed to have an accepting, church community here in Austin. And that's still a struggle, of course, but to really feel affirmed in my community is an incredible thing. And so thank you so much, Dignity, for having me, for jamming out with us. And I guess just a teeny bit more about me. My wife and I actually met at the University Catholic Center at the University of Texas at Austin. So that's a funny story. And of course, I think for the longest time, we thought clearly like God was not on board with us being together, even though we clearly had fallen in love and that was tumultuous and all the things, but looking back on our relationship, we're about to celebrate 4 years of marriage, 16 years of being together. And just having the kind of love that calls you to your best self is from God, and it's so beautiful. And so that's one of the things that I like to share from stage, but also that, I grew up really, walking through the world in white skin. I'm half Mexican, half Swiss German, but pretty much grew up, with a white upbringing. I didn't really grow up speaking Spanish. And so music for me has allowed me to explore and celebrate all the parts of my identities. And, sometimes it feels a little weird to name them off because it feels like putting myself in a box, which I don't really like. But at the same time, I think it is important. I found a lot of beauty and freedom in being able to say, hey, I'm queer and I am Catholic and I can sing on stage in English and Spanish. And guess what? We all belong because none of us really have some singular identity where the beauty is in the diversity, not only around us, but inside of us. So anyway, so much love to the Dignity crew. Thanks for having me. Thank you all for joining. And we cannot wait to party in person.